You guys, welcome to Writer Groupie. If you're new here, Writer Groupie is an old site. It's been around for a very long time. I used to have a blog talk radio show and I interviewed a lot of writers on that before we got this YouTube channel. I did continue to interview writers on YouTube for a good long while after that. And then I started doing some various and different things with the site. I have not posted a long form video since probably 2022. It's been a couple of years, but I'm going to be bringing the site back. In 2025, you can expect to see a lot more of me on YouTube. Part of the reason, granted, is the TikTok ban that may be taking place in the US. If they take away TikTok, then short form videos really just needs to be on YouTube, as well as long form videos on my site. So if you're here and you're new, that's a little bit of the history of the site. If you're a regular viewer of mine, welcome back. I have so many things that I really want to do on this site, and I just haven't had a lot of time because I've been devoting more energy for things like TikTok and Threads. But 2025 is coming, you guys. Just letting you know. I have my 2025 planner, and I'm going to get busy very soon laying out the plan for what I want to do in 2025. And let me tell you, getting off TikTok, getting off Threads, and getting off X/Twitter is probably on my list. I think I'm going to cut it down, you guys. I think I'm going to be on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And you can always find me in my books at my site at mkbrowning.com. But, you know, sometimes you have to admit defeat. Sometimes you have to say, you know what, I have kind of spread myself a little thin. And there are some things that are just not being effective for me anymore. And that is social media. Social media is changing, has changed. And also, believe it or not, my website. My website is going to change in 2025. I think I'm going to go with an easier, more streamlined website that I can manage quicker and easier on a weekly basis. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to get rid of the blog. I don't see the blog getting a whole lot of traffic anymore. I don't think people really read blogs like they used to. Because everything that I need to tell you, I'm telling you on social media. So why am I continuing to do a blog, right? So that may happen in 2025. I may be done with blogging forever. And that won't hurt my feelings because blogging takes a really long time to compose and edit and upload and put a picture on it and put a featured photo on it. And, you know, it's just a lot of time. And I want to write more books. Next year, I hope I write 3 books and publish them all. We'll see. I know I'm coming out with one. The Alliance of the Grimm's coming out in January, you guys. It's coming really fast. I'm not doing the things for this book that I did for the last one because some of that stuff wasn't effective. It was just a time sink and a money dump. Things like blog tours. I didn't get a whole lot out of a blog tour. Cover reveal, didn't get a lot of traction from that. You know, you got to put your money where it counts. And I believe that running ads and getting more people's eyes on my work is probably what I want to focus on in 2025. And I think that's a good plan because what's the purpose of trying to write and market your book if you're not trying to get more eyes on it and get more people reading? This is a fantasy series, and this is going to be kind of a maybe 4-book type thing. And I'm really excited about that, but I would like to get a fan base going, a following going. So if you haven't gone out and read The Magic Scarf, I would advise you to do that because the second book is coming in January and it's a continuation series. So reading the first book is a little bit important. You won't know some of the stuff that's going on in book 2 if you don't read book 1. I tried to make it like a standalone when I wrote The Magic Scarf, but I realized that Alyssa has more to say. She has more to do. She has to be more important than just what happened in book 1. So that's why I went ahead and did book 2, and I'm going to continue with the series in the future. It is a good book for younger readers, not necessarily chapter book kids, But, 12, 13, 14, that's probably the bottom range for the age group. And really, it's a good story for anybody that likes a fantasy story. It is not necessarily for everyone. I will say that. There's an awful lot of readers today who are looking for the romantasy type of fantasy, and this is not. This is more like your classic fantasy literature, where there's a quest, and there's a hero, and there's a villain, and that kind of thing. Anyway, I'm enjoying writing them, and I'm really excited about the second book coming out, and I hope you'll plan on getting it. I'll put some links and things up on my social media that you can follow to go and get the next book. And also I'll put some links to my social media in the post down below so that you can follow me on social media if you're not already doing that. Well, you guys, we're about 6 minutes in. I've just been a chatty Cathy, and I haven't really had a whole lot of activity going on here. This is kind of like a talking head video where I'm just catching you up because I haven't posted in so very dang long. It seems like so much has gone on that you don't even know about. For example, Magic Scarf has entered into the Indie Ink Awards at Indie Story Geek. If you haven't gone and voted for it, go to Indie Story Geek, click on the Indie Ink Awards link. Ooh, that's a lot of inks. And go vote for the Magic Scarf. It has, let's see, voting started on the 15th, so voting started a couple of days ago on Sunday. And I was really excited it got nominated. Now I'm really excited to see how it does in the voting phase. It won bestseller recently. Magic Scarf hit number 99 in the free store. So that made it in the top 100 in the free store, which makes it a bestseller. And it hit categories 1, 2, and 3 in its categories. So I'm really excited about that. And this was without any kind of advertising, anything at all. Nothing but the book was on free download on Thanksgiving and Black Friday, and everybody in the world put it down. They got it on their devices. They didn't put it down. They downloaded it. Y'all, I can't talk today. But anyway, it was downloaded several thousand times. So it made bestseller. It's in the running for the Indie Ink Awards. And yeah, it's doing really well. The Magic Scarf is doing really well. It's better than any of the rest of the books that I've written. So I'm really excited about that. If you guys want to check out any of the rest of my books, you can find them under the pen name Kim Smith on my website. If you click on the other books by Kim Smith, you'll find them. I just recently deleted a plugin that had all the books listed with links where you could buy it. And so, because it was really slowing my website down, so I got rid of it. I'll have to come up with a different method. But if you go to Amazon, look for books by Kim Smith author. There is another Kim Smith author. She's also an illustrator. Those are not my books. My books would be the Shannon Wallace series, the Mount Moriah series, romance and cozy mystery, or what I do under the pen name Kim Smith. Everything else is YA fantasy under M.K. Browning. I hope I've made that clear for you guys because that's a little convoluted. And until I get my website situation straightened out, it may continue to be that way. I am considering changing my website over to a different hosting company just because it's easier. And I'm just all about making my life easier in 2025, you guys. I'm tired of all the nonsense. I waste an awful lot of time online that I could be spending writing. And that has to stop. I have to make it more streamlined where it's set it and go. And so considering doing that. What I'm reading, I have just finished The Archived by V.E. Schwab. Oh my gosh, I just love this author. Her books are fantastic. If you haven't read any of V.E. Schwab's book, be sure and pick one up. You'll love it. I also have just recently started Where the Crawdads Sing. And I think I'm about 35 pages in. I haven't really gotten very far in it. It's probably going to be a 2025 book. I'll probably finish it next month. For this year in the Goodreads Reading Challenge, I expected to read 36 books. Well, let me back up. First, I expected to read 12 books. Then when I hit 12, I said, I can go further. So I set up 24 books. And then I hit that and I said, I can go further. So I set up 36 books. And I finished the 36 books this month. And I have already read 2 more for 38. And I started reading Where the Crawdads Sing. And I got kind of messed up on that because I was trying to say that I had read the archived, and I hit the Crawdad book and said that I had read it and gave it a rating and everything, and then I had to back up and I had to redo it. So it says that I'm still reading it. It's kind of convoluted. I did that by error. I didn't do that on purpose by any stretch of the imagination. I would never do that. Next year, I intend to read at least 36 books. I did really well this year, 2 a month, 1 in E and 1 in paper. Every month, that's how I structured it, and it worked fine, just fine. And it's not overwhelming, so I feel like if I have a month or 2 where I don't have any time to read, I'll be okay. Although it's impossible not to have time to read when you've got a Kindle app on your phone and you just pull it up and you can read a page or 2 while you're sitting waiting in the doctor's office, for example. So reading was a big deal for me this year, and it will be again next year. So leave me a comment down below, you guys. Let me know what you're reading. Let me know if you've read The Magic Scarf. Let me know if you're looking forward to the next book. Let me know where you're at on social media. Give me some stuff. I want to hear from you guys. It was good to chat with you today. Until next time, Writer Groupie signing out.